Alright. Found this to work really well. This little Igloo cooler here. But for me to transport, I don't keep them in here usually when I'm doing anything. But to take them, to the kayak and bring them into the house to charge up. Usually, this closes up pretty good, carries them well. I can bring my 2 smaller ones and the Deere stand battery. And that holds them perfectly. And it makes a nice little container for them. And I suppose if I get the Yak Power, I could use something like this. I don't think he's going to fit in here. But I will be keeping them just down in there, I guess, or getting them Nico or whatever type of batteries, sealed lithium batteries. But these ones here, they work all right. The one for the fish finder, the big one, he'll last all day with the fish finder just running. If I'm using the little one on the fish finder, it will end up dying off. And the one little one for the bait bucket, he lasts all day, but that's what the power source battery's really for, is for the power source. And spare battery, just if I need for either the bait or the fish finder, there is a spare battery. So anyways, that's the Yukon lifetime Yukon kayak. Got me a Sinn paddle. That was $100 paddle though, but they said better have a decent paddle, so I got me the cheapest decent paddle, I guess. I like it. It works fine. I have no problems with that. But that's how she's usually set up, with minus some poles. And so I usually keep at least 3 catfish poles on there, 2 bait poles. They're smaller. Been fiddling. I've got so many catfish poles that I'm trying to figure out which ones works the best. I do like the Ripping Lips. They're my favorite fishing poles, and they seem to fit in the rod holders pretty well, especially the Scotty Mount ones. If I bring tangling with catfish or some of the other ones, the handles are too fat and it's hard to get them into and out of these Scotty rod holders. So I much like the smaller, skinnier handles for that. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Like I said, you've seen some other videos of mine. It's me catching fish in it so far. So, and I still need to get some lights set up in here once I get that power Yak Power. Be putting some lights on it. Probably the red and green up front. Just you don't need it, I know, but it's just if it's there, it's there. And of course the 360 light in the back. I think I can make something for that though. And I would like a couple little inside lights in the cockpit there. And plus just to have some more of them outlets. Because I could, instead of putting the battery back here, if I have one of them ports back here, I'll just be able to plug that fish pump right in that port. And that makes it a lot easier than putting the battery in here, than taking the battery out. And just keep all the batteries in one section. That would make it a lot easier. Anyways, that's Lifetime Yukon set up for Flathead Blues catfishing. See ya. Oops, I forgot. Now I gotta take everything apart and put it all back where it goes and put it away. Probably won't be fishing for at least a few days, even though it's been perfect weather. I wish I could have got out today. See ya. There, that didn't take long. I just got to bring it around front and put it away in the garage. Oh, one thing I was going to say too was, what was I going to say? Oh, like my fish finder and the thing. Someday I'll probably mount that fish finder on one of these, and then I can have it here where it swings around and open this front up a little more once I install the battery yak power thing. That's still a work in progress too, but yeah, that's another idea I have. Alright, see ya. Okay, that didn't take long. Just wheeled everything around. I know I'm not supposed to, sometimes I keep the kayak on its side, and until I can build me a proper place to keep him and at the proper angle, I guess. I guess you're not supposed to leave them sitting on just laying flat. But like I say, sometimes I flip them on the side, different sides. But for now, it's just laying flat. One thing I did forget, I learned after about 3 pairs of shoes, was bring some boots. It helps out a lot, especially when you're going through the shallows, or a good pair of water shoes or whatever. But right now I just was using some of my old shoes, but they keep falling apart. And I got boots. I'll just put the boots on, and so they work. Anyways, she's all packed away for now. Oh, this is my little mat, and I usually throw down and that helps protect the bottom, keeps things quieter. Like I said, I'd like to have, but they got all these sets of the other kind of bad things. All these things, they got damn too many of them, and they don't drain nowhere. They hold water still. I mean, they do. Usually it ends up in the back, but the back one, water usually ends up in the back. It usually don't go out through them holes. I usually either got to pick it up, but when I'm pulling it up to unload and everything, I just take a towel and wipe it out. But anyways, that little mat I was talking about, he usually sits right in there. Actually the other way, but anyways, alright, this is it. This is it this time. There's my other fiberglass boat, tri-haul. Don't get him out very often though. Still trying to fix the floor, but I can use it if I want. Anyways, alright, see ya. What? You still here? I said see ya. Goodbye. Goodbye.